looking for her very own sunshine. All alone in her fate, many roads to travel time, but she don't
You know, that could be me. I could see me singing that song. That would be one of those deals. But here we are today, Russ Meek Speaks show. I got two sharp individuals that are looking to talk about what they do in the community and how they help thousands of people in the Chicagoland community. And of course, we're talking about Go Bears also, but it's one of those formats, but want them to tell us a little bit about themselves, their organizations, and how they help people. So tell me a little bit about your organization, young lady, and what you do.
Hi, well, Jennifer Smith, Dr. Jennifer Smith. I am the director over at the Encompassing Center, and we are a full-fledged outpatient mental health center that provides anything under the sun related to mental health. So.
Okay, got it. And you, young man?
I'm Allan Evans. I'm part of the community action team. We support the Encompassing Center.
Okay, so exactly what is it that you guys do? How do you help people, and how many do you help?
Yeah, so we, again, are a full mental health center. We are part of a bigger initiative with the Coalition to Save Our Mental Health Centers. And so we are growing across the city, actually. The Encompassing Center is actually the second center to open right before COVID, right in time, I would say, 2019 of October. And we provide mental health center, a mental health center to people within North Lawndale, East and West Garfield Park, and near West Side. And yeah.
Now, is this a white, black, or Hispanic type thing?
It's any color you want to be.
Oh.
If you're purple and you live in our community, we're helping you if you come in our doors.
If you need help, then you guys can assist.
Yes, so we definitely can.
Okay, so how many people do you guys see usually?
We hit about 400 to 500 individuals just for individual therapy alone. That does not count people that we meet on the streets, people that walk in that may need our assistance, and just the schools and other community areas, whether it's churches or other youth centers or other community organizations. So we do a lot every year.
Now, are you seeing certain age groups of people that usually work with your facilities?
Yes, if you're 3 and up, we will see you if you're 95.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. If you're able to come in and sit, have a cup of coffee, we're willing to help.
Okay, so let me understand this. I got a 16-year-old. Is this someone who I should bring by you guys and have you guys check her out? Or is this something that, it just depends. If someone's having problems, you guys can help people in a lot of different ways.
We can help her, him, or whoever it is. They may say, hey, I'm stressed out today. We can get them linked up with therapy services. They can say, hey, I want a job. I want to make some money.
Okay.
Let's get them employment. We can help with that, with case management. If they're saying, hey, I'm out of medication, we work with our partners to get them psychotropic services.
And you guys can assist there. So what's it cost?
What do you think?
I don't know. It sounds expensive to me.
It's no cost.
Wait, I'm on the North Shore.
I know. I'm just joking. But yes, it is no cost to those residents. So if you are a resident of North Lawndale, East and West Garfield Park, in the near West Side, it is no cost to you. It doesn't matter if you're underinsured, overinsured, have the best insurance. You can walk in our doors and get quality care.
What if I'm a Southsider?
Hey, guess what? There's centers coming up on the South Side.
Oh yeah, when?
They're coming. If you want to know when the centers come into your area, there is a website that has all the information for the Coalition to Save Our Mental Health Centers, and they will let you know where they're at in each stage. But the South Side has a lot of youth centers coming up that is going to be amazing.
Okay.
Maybe not as amazing as us, but you know,
it's going to happen.
Kind of like the Go Bears.
Now, I have to say that I've heard a lot and read some reports talking about mental competencies, especially with people who are incarcerated. Right now, there's a huge population of people who are locked up that have mental issues. And right now, it's not getting any better. Will this be corrected, or what's going to be the scenario? We're going to get a pill coming up pretty soon, or what?
You know what? I don't believe there's any pill or any corrections. I believe that what we need to do is just come together as a community. If someone is being released and back into society, we're not judging them by what they've done or why they went to jail or why they were incarcerated. At the end of the day, they're a person and they have needs, they have families, they also have maybe a trauma history. A lot of that is based off of that. And so we want to make sure we see where they're at today. What do we need to do? There's so many partners we work with that can do a lot of the things that we may not do, such as expungement of records, helping people go back into reentry services, finding housing. Most people don't come out of incarceration or jail and say, hey, I want to go back. They want to be able to be productive citizens and work, make hard-earned cash, be able to give back, mentor, and we're able to link them up with those organizations.
Before they went to prison, it did not come out in the court case. This guy has a mental illness here. He's been touched. So why are we going to put him in jail knowing that he has a mental deficiency?
Well, you know what? I cannot explain why systems are the way they are, right? We know it's been like this for years, but what I do know is that mental health is not always the cause of people doing bad things, and just because you have a mental health issue does not mean you're going to do bad things. And I think that's where the stigma comes in, where we have to discern between what's mental health and what's just criminal.
Right.
And being able to say, hey, even if they did something that wasn't a great choice, that still doesn't define them.
Okay.
And we can't always say, oh, because that person was bipolar or schizophrenic, they're going to hurt me or they deserve to be in jail. No, everyone deserves to get treatment,
Allan?
high quality care.
I'm talking about the peacemakers.
Okay.
Don't we have, can't we do a walk and tell people, hey, you got the mental illness problems, hey, we're going to get you out of prison. Can we do that?
Well, we can't do that, but we do in our coalition have a program called We, where they work with incarcerated people, and they come home, they get them ID, and Ms. Jacobs will get them a job. And yesterday we had a meeting and we talked about it, about AIDS. A lot of people be in jail to get AIDS, and they come out in the community and deal with the people, spread that. And that's mental too, give you some mental problems, you know. So with our coalition, we have a lot of other organizations that could help us help the individuals.
Okay. I mean, we're talking about a huge population with problems that impact everyone around the country. So this is not a new situation.
World, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a new situation that's happening. It's been going for a number of years. And can we stop it completely? No, we cannot. These are issues that have to be dealt with more than one way. We can try pills, we can try the actual mental wellness. And what's the best way you typically treat? Most people usually do a one-on-one counseling. Is that the best way people are treated? Or what's the best way to usually correct a problem?
I think the best way to treat a community concern or just an individual issue is looking at the person holistically. Sometimes we don't think about the things that matter that impact someone's mental wellness. And so we want to say, hey, did you eat today? We think about children who are in schools and they're running around or they're being disrespectful, but did they sleep last night? Do they have after school programming?
Okay.
Do they have the skill sets? Are there literacy issues? There's so many things that impact someone's mental health. If someone can't get a job because they can't read the application, they may go out and say, hey, I can go rob or steal and do that because that's easier. That's what I grew up in.
I can make some money somewhere.
But I can make money because I need to feed my family. I
Right.
need to make sure my baby eats, my family gets taken care of, the lights are on. Housing is an issue, a huge issue in Chicago. And making sure people are able to pay their rent and things like that. And so how would anyone feel if they are not feeling safe?
Got it.
If their roof is not safe, if their home is not warm, their bellies are not full, and you want them to be functional and think, and they've always been let down, and here's another letdown, and they got let go at their job.
Yeah.
Those things cause a lot of stress, depression.
A lot of mental confusion. Allan, we're talking with the mayor, so what can we tell our notable mayor to say, look, mayor, we got some issues here. We got people that need some help.
Well, We want to tell him he's doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
Okay.
And we appreciate him helping us.
Okay. So again, that's a way at least to get in the door.
Get in the door, right.
Right. I mean, for me, the biggest issue is just to let people know we're a whole community trying to help everybody and make it work. Because right now, I don't care if you're Hispanic, white, or whatever, but we have some issues that can be corrected. And right now, it's not just impacting us. We have children that are impacted also by the issues that take place. And the question is, the longer it goes, the worse it gets. So right now, we need to cut this now to make things better.
Yeah. And we need financial literacy, because we found that mental illness is a side effect of capitalism. And the way capitalism is set up, we have a dollar that's not worth anything. It depends on the confidence in it. Other people are working with gold. So our people need to change our mindset in order to be successful. So back in the 60s, I don't know if we talked about this, back in the 60s, black people didn't have credit problems. You either had enough money to buy it or you put it in layaway. You pay on it. When you pay it off, you don't owe anything. If you couldn't buy it like that, we bought used cars, drove them till the wheels fell off. We had hand-me-down clothing because we didn't have credit. Then integration came in and they gave us credit, debts. I'm guilty. I had a lot of credit cards and I didn't pay them. A lot of other people did it too, because I didn't understand. Now I understand. Now I understand there are liabilities and assets. Our people need to learn that. Our people used to save. We used to have envelopes that we kept different bills and things in. And when you spent everything in that envelope, that was it. You had to wait till the money came in again. Now, if you want it, you can get it. You don't have to lay away. It's credit, So, and we're, what do they call that? Conspicuous consumption? Is that it? Where we can't be bankers, but we can dress like bankers, and we can drive a car like a banker. So that's what we do. We are consumers. We have to change that.
Yeah.
We have to start saving. Everybody know you need to save 10%. How do you save 10% when you don't never save anything? Save 1%, because you want to get in the habit of saving.
Yeah, it's just a process where I've been given the honor to work with the Chicago Bears, and they have me working with their rookies, basically to say, look, we're paying you guys a lot of money, and you guys lose this money quickly. So you need to work with someone like Lester Blair that does the Graduate School of Business at Lake Forest, and they can tell you guys how to manage these assets better than just buying a new car for all your buddies or taking a girl out and spending $1 million for a trip around the world. It's not the way you want to utilize this money, because right now you have a limited lifespan. You have typical NFL, 5 years is the expected lifespan to be a player, and you're only going to make so much money. So the millions that you may make, you want to try to keep it. So we try to make sure that at least they're aware of what's going on. But back to your side, you're helping the real world right now. How many people do you guys see these days?
Every month we get about 30 to 40 people calling our phones and getting signed up for services, for mental health services.
And I got that when we started, but also how many people are you utilizing? I mean, how many staffs do you guys work with? It take 1,000 people to do this type of work, or what are you guys working with?
It doesn't. Yes, actually, it does. You know what? I'm chuckling, but I'm like, yes, it does. It takes a whole community. So we have a team of 15 of us.
Okay.
That includes supervisors, therapists, admin staff, intake. So from the first call that you have when you call the intake desk, all the way up to your therapist sitting across from you on the couch.
Okay.
So it takes a team of us to do all of that together. We work together, but it also takes our community partners. I can't thank them enough for being able to fill in the gaps where that's not our specialty. We're mental health, but kind of back to what you were saying with like financial literacy, or even with your rookies, spending and blowing that money. What about if this is a rookie that's come from a single parent home? and they didn't have anything, and the women's build their self-esteem because they had low self-esteem when they were younger.
Right.
You know, the social media that's really big, that people are impacted. I always tell young people, what you see is not always real. There's always this glamorous side, but then everyone's shocked when they see someone had committed suicide, or, oh my God, they had so much money and they had everyone that loved them, but they took their own lives. I think of like Robin Williams. He's the funniest guy, you know, Mrs. Doubtfire, and comedian money, and he still took his own life.
Right.
So it's like
Something you think
mental
would never
health
happen.
still is encompassing
Right. So
all of that. So
right now, this is a population though that's not. It's not like it's not growing. It's a huge population that's out there. My question to you guys: what's the plan? Next 5, 10, 20 years? What is your center going to be? Right now, we'll make a new facility that's about 20,000 employees, just trying to take the Chicago market, or what's the plan?
the plan is to continue to infiltrate the community. We want to be able to continue to go in the schools. We want to be able to continue to meet people where they're at. We just recently got a new mobile van. So if there's a community of homeless people.
So mobile van.
Yes, we can literally drive to someone on the streets, get them on the van, get them signed up for services, get them what they need. We keep Narcan on the van. We keep bus cards on the van.
Okay.
We have winter wear because Chicago is so cold right now.
Oh, it does
If
get
you need
cold.
socks and gloves, we have that. But we've also bought things where we can make soup and
Okay.
hand it out to someone. Nothing like a full belly, a warm handoff, and someone that's actually caring to say, hey, you took the time to drive around and look for me, to have a conversation with me.
Okay.
To say, hey, I care about you, and to give me some resources so I can come to you next time and possibly see someone.
Got it.
To talk through why I'm living on the streets, or why I can't find housing, or why I can't find work, or what, even if I don't want to work, what's that like? You know, it can be isolating, even seniors. It's their time to rest and relax. They shouldn't have to work at 70.
Got it.
But being at home all day can be isolating. How do we go to the senior homes, which we do too, and talk to the elderly to let them know that they still matter, their stories matter?
What's typically the age demographics for the folks you guys work with? What's the percentage of youth, medium age, and seniors? What's the breakout?
Yeah, actually, it breaks even. We have as many kids and students that we work with as adults, and then, like I said, we work in the senior home, so we have clients almost. I think our oldest is like 85.
85.
Yeah.
Okay.
That still feels like I have something to give, and I need to share my story. You know, before, you know, whatever the next journey is for us after this life. So
Got
it still matters. It all matters, no matter the age. So
Now, do you guys take volunteers that want to contribute time to help you guys?
yes, we have people that come and volunteer. We do a lot of events because mental health can be scary, right? Like people think it's like, oh, for crazy people. But no, we do a lot of things that encompass, you know, mental health and wellness. That's fun. So we do like healing circles and Mother's Day breakfast, Love Day. We've done a big fair in the park where we actually had 75 vendors, community partners that came out in the park to give community resources.
Okay.
And so we do a lot of things that may not look like mental health on the surface, but we're always educating at the end of the day to say, hey, it doesn't have to be scary. And there's that light bulb moment where people are like, really? I just talked about something that's mental health related? Yes, you did.
Okay.
Even if it's through a book club. Yeah. So.
I work with a few different organizations around Chicago. One, I never talked about your organization on my station, WBEZ Radio. So, the format where, one, how do we reach you guys? Is there a number that we use to contact you guys, or how do we do that?
Yes, you can call us, but I want to say go to encompassingcenter.org.
Okay.
That is the best way to find all of our services, to be able to find where we're located, which is 3019 West Harrison. Come walk in. We have a Keurig, give you some hot coffee and cocoa.
Okay.
We have a great lobby area to hang out. We provide snacks. You can talk to a case manager right on the spot. I know Allan comes and visit me all the time. I'm in the building, so.
No, we get to watch the Bears.
We can. We actually can. We will root for that. Unless you're at the opposing team, we may fight, but that's okay. It'll be a loving fight.
Okay, that's one of those
We'll
things.
hug
We just set up the center. Hey, we have the team get together on Sunday, watch the game. Like, hey, we can make some things happen.
Yep.
Now, with communication to people, how do they really find out, most likely get information about you guys? Is it usually a handout people, or seeing your van, or seeing ads you guys place, or what's the way?
Yes, so the two top ways people hear about us is one, word of mouth. Someone's cousin, auntie, uncle, family member is already a client and they are receiving services or some kind of support, and they're like, hey, come on over, they will help you out. And then the second is through outreach. We're always at community events. So you may find our outreach coordinator. Her name is Miss Starr. She's always out there. Miss Monique, she's our partnership lead. So she's always making sure partners stay connected. And so they hear about us, say Sinai has an event, a wellness event. We're tabling there.
Okay.
And someone may come and talk to us and say, hey, I'm coming in. They may put their referral through the website. It comes directly to me. I may give them a call and we talk on the phone for 45 minutes. It's amazing. I've never seen a place like the Encompassing Center where you can call and talk to the director for 45 minutes just to tell your story and get you started, or walk in the door and talk to a case manager.
Are you guys getting any support from my schools? Because I have to push them if they're not supporting you guys, but University of Chicago, big house here in the city, and Northwestern, two large institutions that deal with a lot of mental health issues for communities all around the Chicagoland area. Are they helping you guys out?
You know what? We do a lot of our schools in our area because we want to make sure we wrap around our services for the West Side. So we do a lot of schools. So like Malcolm X, University of Illinois is a really large school that supports and send their students over for that long-term support. So if there's anything you want to share that Northwestern and UFC has, we will support in any way.
I give a lot of money to these institutions, and again, being an alum of both institutions, yes, if they can assist, because right now you guys are really helping where people need the help. And just a matter of informing me of what I need to do, how do I need to connect you with the different directors that are in place, we'll make this happen.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Okay, the next step is, next 20 years, what do you see here?
Ooh, next 20 years. I see all of the centers working together collectively, hitting all 77 neighborhoods in Chicago. God. And that if it's someone that walks in our building and they say, hey, I live on the South Side, I can give them the right number in the right place because there will be a center on the South Side. The coalition is doing great work. They're already up to 9 centers. And so once we get those up and running, we're going to be ready to hit the ground and just be one collective link.
It's a collective. It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Then we have the peacemakers that are coming out. Allan, what's the plan? How will the peacemakers make this grow?
Well, we're going to eliminate mental illness.
Wait a minute. How are we going to do that?
Okay, we're going to change the mindset of the people and teach them about liabilities and assets and banking.
Okay. And you're saying that can be an avenue that can be utilized.
Yeah. Right.
And definitely be effective. And typically people don't have maybe problems, but they have wealth.
Right.
Say, hey, I got wealth. I usually don't have such problems. Right. But I don't have the money. I got problems.
Not having money complicates your life.
Yes, and that is the way it works.
Yeah.
From what you've seen over the years you've been working here, can we start with youth and really make a difference?
I think we can start with everyone.
Yes.
We can start with youth, but I think also impacting the adults that are encountering the youth and letting them be heard and actually taking time to see who they are as a person. Sometimes we compare people of how we grew up, which I know my generation is completely different from maybe my daughter's generation, or, I think about my little niece and nephews that are, 7 and 8 that are coming up. They're digital kids.
Yeah.
I didn't get a cell phone to college.
Okay.
And here my 9-year-old nephew has a phone and I can text him and talk to him regularly and check on him versus I didn't have a phone to really talk to someone whenever I needed to. I had to wait to get home to get to the landline, for those that don't remember who the landline is. But yes, you know, so things like that. I think letting the youth shine and be who they are and let them be authentic and express themselves. Doesn't matter if they identify as LGBTQ. It doesn't matter if they're a girl that wants to play basketball or football. Like, those things doesn't matter. It's how do we show up as adults for these children and let them shine and use what we have. We have so many great tools, computers, AI, social media. Let's use that for good and not for bad. And so, but mental health is wealth, just like the engine light Allan says. It's like, spend the time to take care of yourself. Spend the time in your mental health.
Any impact on LGBTQ? I believe that's proper terminology. Is there a major population there that's reporting the issues, or are they not reporting what's going on in their lives?
I believe the statistics will show that they are at higher risk just because of their identity, and also stigma around that something is wrong with you. There's a lot of religious beliefs around that. So there's so many things that can impact that youth, whether, you know, it could be a teacher refusing to use a pronoun that they want to identify, and how, you know, dehumanizing that could be if that's how they truly feel. And so just being open.
Because that's a situation where in certain communities, you'll be killed if you're defined to be gay or things of that nature. And it's not something that people want to identify themselves. They say, I'm going to get killed. I told people that I'm a little different. Like, I don't think you want to come to or open the door anymore.
Right. That's why it's important for them to have safe spaces and to be who they are and express, you know, allow them to wear what they want to wear and allow them to express how they feel, because that will impact their mental health if you're not allowing that safe space.
Right.
Where do they go if they feel like everywhere they go they're being judged for who they are?
Yeah. And right now it's a changing thing with the church. We do have the Pope and other folks saying it's okay to be gay. We'll accept you right now. And the church wants to help you. That's what I'm hearing. But right now, it's still hard to go to church and let people know that, hey, she's or he's different. So it's crazy stuff. I mean, I see the media, and I don't pay attention, especially when Donald Trump's around. Like, oh no, he's going to change everything. What's going to happen here? Well, it's becoming an issue. Now, my question to you is, do you guys talk to people like Trump and say, hey, we need your help?
I think Trump is doing a good job.
What?
Yeah, let's keep on doing what he's doing. Because what's happening is United States has to pay for what it did to black people. And Donald Trump is making them pay.
Am I get reparations?
We will. Now in Africa, the African countries have come together and said that colonialism was a crime, and they want reparations for that, for what they did in Africa, what they did to us in the United States. And at this point, Africa has gone on a gold standard. They said we're not dealing with dollars anymore. That petrodollar stuff ain't going. And so what the United States has got to do, they've got to, how can I say it? They're alone now. It's not the same country that it was before Trump took office. You guys know that. And after it's over, they're going to rebuild it. But they're not going to rebuild it as racist as it is now. They'll have, it'll be like socialistic. But God is on our side. I'm not worried about Trump. Whatever he does is good for me. And you, black people at this point, we don't need to do anything but sit back and watch. MAGA is going to destroy itself. The Republicans are going to destroy themselves. Just sit back and watch.
Hey, I'm a Republican. I can only say that. I'm not a Trump Republican, but I can only say that the Republican Party helped. I'm the Lincoln type Republican where, hey, coming from the land of Lincoln to make things happen, the Republican Party did a lot in this country for African Americans, and it helped to change the world and what we did here in this country. So I always support that and say we move forward. Now, what's happening now with current Republicans? No, I definitely put some blocks and cages up and say, hey, we can't do certain things because it makes no sense. We have people who need help, and this country can work properly if we allow it to take place.
Yeah, and see, Trump, he's not a politician, and he's not a good businessman. And like when he went in Venezuela, take their oil, it's different types of oil. There's oil for cars, it's oil for diesels, and Venezuela, they don't make the kind of oil we need. They don't make the kind of oil that we can sell. You know, it'll take 10 years to get in a position where we can use that. But Trump don't know that. So you got China, Russia, you know, all these other countries playing in this game.
Yeah.
You know, so we just need to sit back, learn about prosperity, how to save money, how to share money among ourselves, and we'll be okay.
Got it. Now, question, based on what you guys do here in your center, how does it compare to different places around the world? How do they do what you guys are doing?
Well, I can only speak about what we do in the city. There's
Okay.
so much going on around the world, and just alluding to everything that we are talking about. And the beauty about the Encompassing Center and all the other centers that are coming up through the coalition is that everyone is a stakeholder in that. Anyone could come in and say, hey, this is an issue on my block. Can we do something about it? Can we have some peace circles at this church? Or can you come to this site and do this? We are able to open up the doors for any ideas. And that's how we've grown, because we did not have food on site, but now we have emergency food because people are hungry.
Okay.
We have clothing, free clothing that we launder that gets donated because people don't have clothing. And so there's so many things that we have built initiatives around based off of community members coming in. Allan came in to talk about suicide, and now we have an educator that comes in and does nothing but suicide prevention education.
Okay.
Because as a community member, that is what's important, and we will continue to grow like that, and we will be specialized around our specific neighborhoods. So not one center is going to look the same. So our other centers look completely different because their
Okay.
neighborhoods are different.
Got to have different environments. So right now, what's happening around the world, I don't really have a lot of data to tell about what other countries are doing. But right now, what we're doing here in the U.S., we're having some impact. So what's the relationship with churches? I know it's always interesting to try to work with the churches. Are you guys finding that easy to do, or is it not as easy?
It's easy when you build relationships. It's going to the church, talking to the pastor, sitting with some of the, the big wigs, as they say, those that are in charge of programming, that, once they trust you, they'll let you in their house, as they say, and we can collaborate together. Usually people, people that go to church, they want to go to their pastor, but sometimes the pastor is not equipped to know how to diagnose and what to do. Prayer is great, but we also have doctors, we also have psychiatrists, we also have therapists too that can support that. So we can pray for you, but we can also send you somewhere where you can get help. Sometimes mental health conditions can be a health issue where I'm having headaches, I'm having stomach aches, I'm seeing things, but your blood pressure is high. Let's get you to the nearest hospital. When's the last time you had a doctor's appointment? So we support in that manner to make sure we don't push ourselves on them, but we're there anytime. We have a few churches that will call us and say, hey, we have 5 or 6 people here, and we'll tell them, send them over. They can walk right in and we will see what they need and go from there. So we've been good. As long as our communities are open to receiving us, we haven't really had an issue.
Okay. Any relationships right now with the mayor?
With the mayor, well, actually, our all the centers have a governing commission, which the mayor gets to approve and have those, those individuals that are nominated on there. So the mayor knows what we're doing, and
So
has a part in that. But
he's supporting it and saying, hey, he has confidence of what you guys are doing, and he's approving it and saying, hey, let's make this happen.
Yes, he does that when it comes to our governing commission. He makes sure we have the best people on our governing boards through those votes when they're nominated. So.
Okay.
And he said when we open up another center, he's going to come for the opening.
Oh, okay. So he's like, look, I'll be there.
Yeah, that's what
And
he
you
said.
can take pictures. Now, question, is this mayor going to run again? He hasn't made the announcement yet, but
I hope he does. I hope he does.
Okay.
Cause like this thing with this budget, the city council, a lot of people sold out, to the people with money. We need a head tax. If they don't like it, go to another city. And they're not going to another city because they can just bribe some of these aldermen.
Right.
So, but I like for him, he stood up, for the people. So I hope he runs again.
He's an interesting man. I've talked to him a few times, and I'm trying to get the understanding to see if he wants to move forward or if he's saying, hey, just too much of a headache. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I could see that. I wouldn't want his job, So, well, we'll see.
Time will tell.
Time will tell, yeah.
So, question comes back to the Incompetency Center. Right now, you guys do a great job. You're helping a lot of people around the city of Chicago. Right now, we're trying to get the word out for you guys to say, hey, this is what you do. This is how people can understand. You can go to the websites. You can look at what you do for people around the community, and you can take the benefits and have it also. So my question to you is, how do you guys fund you guys? What's the scenario? How do you guys fund your organization? Is this a multi-billion-dollar operation or what?
Yes. Oh, okay, I can share that. So, we capitalize off the Expanded Mental Health Act, and through the, like I always keep saying, the Coalition to Save Our Mental Health Centers has been very pivotal in this movement. And so they go out and petition the communities, and the communities have to say, hey, this is something that they want. If they have enough petitions, it can go on the voting ballot. Once they're able to get that on the ballot, the community votes to say, hey, I want to use a certain percentage of my tax dollars. So like $4 per $1,000, say, for example, is what they would pay. So no one pays more than, I want to say, like $20 increase in their property taxes to get this center funded. All the funds go strictly to mental health. There's no other reason that the funds should be used on anything else but to the community that it's identified in and was voted on, and for those services, mental health services. So property tax referendums get passed for each community, for the centers, and then that's how they're funded. So all the dollars go to that. So
Got it.
Yeah.
That's a format where I don't have to worry about Trump coming in and saying, look, I'm going to divert some funds here you guys have coming through. We're going to use it for something else.
Yeah, and if I can say, that's where the community action team came in. Bob Gannett came to us and told us about the program, and he said, when Quinn was the governor, he said if you can get 8% of a previous election, you could put a referendum on the ballot. Okay. I think it was 19 mental health centers, and in 2019, I think it was 6. So they told us in order to put a referendum on the ballot, we needed 2,600 signatures. We turned in 10,000 some signatures.
Okay.
And I didn't know the difference between red and blue. We were waiting to see what happened, and everything was red. I thought we were winning, and we did win for the Incompetence Center when Trump won, but that's what it was. So they pay, I think, like you said, maybe like $4 for 1,000. So maybe it'll cost a pizza. What you would pay for a pizza, you pay for the mental health.
Okay.
And that's with East Garfield, West Garfield, Lawndale, and we go over to other places too.
And this is funded through tax dollars.
Tax dollars.
Real estate taxes.
Your property taxes.
Right.
Property. So when downtown, when they build buildings, they have to pay taxes, then we get a part of that taxes.
Okay.
So this is great that we don't have a lot of money problems like a lot of agencies,
Definitely a good deal, because too many agencies out there that need more money, but right now you guys are rowing the boat on taxes.
Yeah, we are. So.
Which I can say, hey, I don't have a problem paying my taxes now. At least I know you guys get a little bit.
Right. Right. It's doing some good.
Yeah. It's not an easy thing. You try to make things work and find ways to say that this is working properly. And it takes a lot of work.
And see, like we were talking about LS, the gay people. I was going around talking to ministers and stuff about the program when we were going to have it. And one minister told me that a lot of drug guys are making ladies turn off of men. They become homosexual because the guys make them do all kind of crazy things for the drugs. I never thought of that, but it all goes in,
Yeah, that's the insanity that goes on. But right now, I'm focused on saying, hey, how do we make the community better and make things work?
I think if we get them talking to each other, letting them know that it's not, it's not a sin, it ain't bad, Just like you can catch a cold, you can get a mental illness.
So
just get some help.
So you're saying that's the problem I had a few weeks ago? Was it that mental illness just not a flu?
Right.
Hey, it's one of those things. We do what we try to do. But right now, I can only come back to you folks and say, look, we appreciate what you're doing. You're helping out the community. And we're trying to find more ways to assist in what you do. What's the number one thing you guys need today? If we had to set up something for the Incompetency Center, what would you guys want?
I would love for everyone just to be just aware that we exist and that everything that we do see in this world has some trauma roots, and that, kind of what you were talking about, trauma comes to mind. And so be open to coming in and checking us out. Please refer. Sometimes people say, I don't know where to go. Anyone could call and get information. Like, you don't have to say, I want to sign up for therapy today. You can call and ask us a question and we'll be able to walk you through that. We're not alligators, we won't bite. So just come in and let the people know that they can come walk through the doors. There's no wait list. There's no barriers to getting help. And if there's something you see and you want, we can do it. That's why we're here, and we're at the community's liberty to say, hey, if that's something you want, let's work it out. Let's figure out how we do it together, because you're funding it. You are the community. We need to keep community. So just come in the doors and see what we do and see how you want to contribute.
Got it. So organizations that are out there that are listening to us today, if they like what they're hearing, can they call you and say, hey, we want you to come out and tell our organization how they can get involved to work with you?
Yes, they can definitely call us. Or
They look on the website, or we...
They can website or call us.
Okay. What's the website again?
Encompassingcenter.org. That's the best way. All correspondence go directly to me and 2 other staff, so it will not get missed.
Okay.
We always try to call back within 48 hours. And then no question is a dumb question. So if you want to ask, just ask, and we will definitely reach out. Or if you want to reach me directly, you can.
And what's the number?
773-638-5703.
Okay. And then we can leave a message and say, look, we know the boss.
Yes. Come. I welcome that. I'm not that stuffy like in my office. I will come out and have a cup of coffee with you. I've sat and prayed with people. I've sat and laughed with people. We shopped in the clothing pantry. We've gotten in the van and driven places. So we can do all of that.
Tell me about this van again. Is it something that, again, 5 people could come in and you guys can have a party, or what?
We can have a party. We're going to have a mental health party. We're going to talk about the stressful things. We're going to love on you. We're going to give you what you need. It's a way to be able to go to people. There shouldn't be any barriers for anyone getting help, no matter what that help looks like. We should be able to go into the community and help people.
Now, is this a deal I'm thinking of? I can see right now, you got the van, we got Pizza Hut, we got a relationship with them, we bring you pizza, and we talk about mental wellness. Can we make this happen?
Yes, we can make this happen. What kind of pizza? Beggars?
I'm talking about Domino's.
Domino's.
Illuminati.
Illuminati? Oh, okay, well, I'm talking about anybody who wants to get involved in the van. We got the van.
Yes.
Let's get people here, get the orders on the table, and make things happen.
We're going to talk about heavy stuff. We got to have good pizza.
Again, I'm that stuff. I'm a person that loves the what's the pizza they used to call it? It's the cheese, and not cheese and pepperoni, but I'm a spinach pizza type guy. There used to be a place I used to go downtown on Michigan Avenue every year, take guys out, we go have pizza, and I can't remember the name, but it was a pretty good pizza place. So.
Well, we're
Illuminati's
Chicago.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay. But, so, and I was thinking when we were talking about churches, that maybe we can take the van to the churches. People get out of church, they can come and, talk,
It's an option. Hey, you just went to church. What did you learn in church? Well, hey, come to the van. We can see if there's something we can help you there too. And we're not asking for money. We just said, come on to the van.
Right. So, now, okay, maybe I can say this too, since we got a couple minutes.
Actually, we are running out of time real quick. We've gone through a
Okay.
lot of time. We didn't want that fast.
Okay, like I'm a minister for real, I have a doctor of divinity, and I can say bishop if I like. But the church, I'll be a lot of places, and people say, somebody start with a prayer. I don't never say anything
Why not?
because I don't believe in a white Jesus.
Oh,
Okay, and so I just don't do it. So then I found out about the Ethiopian Bible. The Ethiopian Bible, when Constantine had his vision of the cross going before him and he never losing a battle, he had the Council of Nicaea, where he came in and said he was a pagan, and instead of trying to turn the pagans into Christians, he just took Christian holidays, he took pagan holidays and made them Christian.
okay.
Christmas, Easter, those dates are pagan dates. So he said the priests were getting married, and then the priests get married and they die, and the people, their families would want the stuff that was given to the church. So Constantine said, no more marriages. Priests can't be married. That, I think, brought in a lot of homosexual stuff with the church, maybe. So, but in Ethiopia, it was no Constantine. The Bible is as it was. Now, they say the King James put together, I think, 44, 46 scholars, and they took different scripts and stuff to make the King James Bible. So they took from the original Bible and made it the King James Bible. So now that I found out about that, and what Constantine took out was us, all the black people, Black Jesus, his black mama, all the other black people in the Bible.
Okay.
They took all of that out. It's 88 books in the Bible. In the Christian Bible, it's only 66 books. There's 66 books, 61 books. It's 20 books difference in it. And so now the 400 years are up. So the last is supposed to become first become last. So Ethiopian Bible, and I just like to get with some people and do a Bible study. Just see what it's about.
Just to make it happen.
Yes, ma'am.
We've used up all of our time.
Good.
And I think we got some good data out for people to understand. We know websites, we know telephone numbers, we know what you guys do. We say, hey, utilize what's available. We can even get the van and the pizza. So hey, it's a format where we can make this happen. So
Okay.
my format is, I thank you guys for letting us know what you do and telling us about how other people can utilize the services that you guys have and make this happen. And I'm hoping I can also get more people to call you guys and say, look, we want to volunteer, get involved with what you guys do and help this all around the Chicagoland area. Because that's what we come here to do, just to tell the stories and say, hey, this is what we can do and make it happen.
Sounds
And
good.
so, Mr. Blair, thank you for letting us come on you know, and presenting our program.
Hey, this is Russ Meek Speaks show. Been around longer than me. And hey,
Okay.
I'm saying, hey, get the opportunity from sometimes to host and bring in some sharp folks like you and to say, this is what's out there. This is what we can make happen.
Right. And just let me say that Dr. Smith does a wonderful job. She really does a great
you.
job.
Oh, she's a sharp lady. Don't you? Hey,
Right.
it's like, hey, where do I sign? Let's make this happen.
Okay. Right.
So, next step, are you going to see you guys back on the show again? Maybe another month or two?
Month or two, yeah.
Okay. Just to at least let people know again, we gave you one dose, and right now is to kind of give you the added value. Say, hey, okay, now you're going to get the supersize.
Right. And hopefully we'll have a financial literacy program going, and we can talk about that.
Okay. Oh, and again, I'm more than willing to assist in that area. It's kind of my zone since I teach people in the area of finance and mental wellness and financial wellness. So I'd love to say, hey, this put me to work and I can do that. And maybe I can keep some of my major contributors like Chase and Charles Schwab, since I work with them also, to say, hey, they need to get involved to make people aware.
Right. Now, yeah, and I don't want to talk too much like we don't need money, like Charles Schwab and them, but, you know.
Hey, there's always opportunities out there. This is a nonprofit. We're trying to help people, and we're not trying to take money for anybody to spend it out in the streets. We're
Right.
trying to utilize it for people to help them.
Yeah.
So that's what we want to do. Anything else?
No, thank you.
I think we hit main points. And anything I leave out?
No.
Okay. So what about you, sir? We were talking about this Bible deal. What's the scenario?
Well, you know, that's like I said, I've been looking for people to do a Bible study.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Well, it's something that's out there. It's an option that, hey, you can put it on the table and say, hey,
Yeah,
let's
see
make
what they
this
say.
happen.
Right.
Because I keep going every day and saying, hey, I'm working on my book right now. So I'm telling the whole world of financial growth, and I'm calling it black dollar. I'm looking at black dollars that started. I'm only starting back in the 1800s, but from the 1800s up to today, how's black dollars impacted the community and the country? And it's had a huge impact of what's taking place. You'd be surprised of how much money has gone through.
Yeah, right.
Unfortunately, we've had a lot of that money that's been taken away from African Americans. And unfortunately, that wealth did not get passed to their heirs.
Right.
But that's the way it works in America.
Yeah. America was not set up for poor people.
No, it's not that type of place.
Right.
Oh, gosh. But until we get a chance to meet again, let me know. I've talked to a number of folks about what you guys do.